Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we learned about one simple example on designing footer. So, body elements. So, in body elements, we learned how to use the footer and how to use divs. These two things. You tried those examples, able to achieve that example. So, I asked you to try one columns. Right? Everyone successfully achieved. Right? Have you tried anything other websites? If you don't try, it's waste of time for you in attending these classes. If you don't practice, time waste for you, right? So don't expect jobs, interviews, and all these things. So you can't crack any interview, anything without practical approach. So listening is not the priority. You have to practice well. And every day by day, if you don't practice, forget about interviews. You can't crack them. Okay. So practically, you need to be perfect. UI developers are not tested theoretically. UI developers are tested practically. So if you cannot practically achieve, then you are not suitable. So practice them. Huh? Yesterday we learned how to create some footers, and reasonably we applied some styles also. And we are not going into the concept of styles detailedly. Later we will learn about styles detailedly. Partially we used few options. In yesterday's session, what you learned, how we can put a display what we learned, grid. Grid uses an grid template columns. How many columns? 12 columns. You can define in pixels or in fractions. These are basic point. Inside a grid, you can have another grid that we created yesterday. Now today, we will see how we can create the headers and navigations, how to design them. Now today we will see how we can work with header. So header is nothing but, as I already explained, it indicates what to display at the top margin of page. So yesterday's example, we designed this one. This is some Flipkart footer. This is the footer we designed. And we learned how to achieve this. Now we will see how to design a header, how we can create a header. We will take some examples. Suppose you see, we have some templates. I will go to getbootstrap.com. Actually, this is a website. I will give you this link. Later, you will learn about Bootstrap as a concept. As of now, so this is a website. Here you can go to themes and you will find so many sample websites, website designs. You can see them and practice, right? You go to themes here. You will see a lot of websites are there. So many themes are present here. And we can design these type of themes. We will take one small example. Later we can create complex. Okay, so because it is our first designer. So here, let's take any simple shopping right like this. So you see, you click on it, you can click on top, and in the header you see Left side, you have a name. In the center, you have some menu options. Right side, we have some icons. These symbols are present. So this design only we want as of now. Later you can make it functional. Currently our concept is to design like this. Let's see how we can design. So let's, and in this design, we need some symbols also, icons. So what you have to do is set up icons for your project. You have to set up icons for your project. How to set up icons for project, I will tell you here. Actually, in real-time projects, we use two types of icons very popularly. One is we use bootstrap icons and we use font awesome icons. These are very popular in real-time development. We can use bootstrap icons. These are simple. Bootstrap icons are simple. We will use these bootstrap icons. Font awesome icons. Few years back, people were very much using them because bootstrap icons were not there. Now bootstrap icons are available. So better we use bootstrap icons. So these icons you have to install in your project. So what you have to do, first open terminal and switch to command prompt. You have to switch to command prompt. You know how to switch to command prompt. Why to switch to command prompt? I told you. Generally terminal will come in PowerShell. There you cannot run commands successfully. So you have to switch to command prompt. So what you have to do, go to terminal menu. So we have to go. So we have to go to terminal menu and select new terminal. So it should open the terminal, and in the terminal you have to change to command prompt here. You have to select there and choose command prompt. So it opens the terminal in command prompt like this. This is the command prompt we have. Now in this command prompt, what you have to do is you have to run a command called, in that command prompt, run the following command. You have to run the command. The command is npm install bootstrap -icons save. You have to run this command. Already I told you that we are using a package manager called npm. What is the advantage of package manager? You can download any library and install for your project easily. So for that we need this npm install bootstrap icons. You have to run this command. So let's go to the terminal. npm space install and space bootstrap icons and save. As I already told you, spaces, spellings, capitalization, everything you must be very careful. So npm install bootstrap icons and save. And remember, these are online commands. You need to connect with internet in order to run these commands. If you are not connected to internet, if you are offline, then these commands will not work successfully. So you have to make sure that you are installing them successfully, right? So npm install bootstrap icons and save. Okay, enter. So it will connect to their official website. It will download and it will install the icons for you. Once icons are downloaded, you have to know one important point is, note is, any library downloaded using npm will copy all its files into a special folder, the folder name node underscore modules, into a special folder called node underscore modules. That means automatically in your project, a new folder will be created by name node modules. So you remember this folder forever now. Why? Because as a web developer, whatever libraries you install, everything will be inside this folder. So you go to the project. So it is downloading the Bootstrap icons. Let's install one more time here. It is taking more time. It should not take this much time. This is our project location. Once I will restart my terminal, some problem in the terminal, we will open this project one more time. Okay, npm install bootstrap icons and save. because these are online commands, sometimes they will take a little while to get response from their servers. So we need to wait. Usually it will not take such time, just few seconds it will have to install. So that is working fine. Let me once restart my machine. Some problem in my machine. Once I will restart my machine. Usually it should not take this much time. Yeah, online people keep connected. I will connect one more time. Okay, so yeah, just I restarted my machine. Yeah. So here we will run the command. What is it? npm install bootstrap icons and save. So it is installed successfully. It will take just few seconds. Huh? Sometimes issue in my machine because of lot of applications running, it will take time. Huh? Now it is installed successfully. It is done. So for that, you have to run the command like this. So first you open terminal, then switch to command prompt, and here we have to run the command. What is the command? npm install bootstrap icons and save. Then what is the note I given? All npm libraries are copied into a special folder. Special folder, that is the folder name is node underscore modules. You can observe in the project now, once it is installed successfully, you can close the terminal, you can see the project, a new folder comes here, node modules. Node modules is the folder. And in this folder, all the library will be copied. Whatever library you install with npm, it will be copied into node modules. So in the node modules, you can see there is bootstrap icons folder. Usually what happens is, one more point you need to know, bootstrap icons are configured using CSS class. Bootstrap icons are configured using CSS class. Yesterday I told you a CSS class. Na? Yesterday we discussed about CSS class. CSS classes are defined by using dot. We access by using the keyword class. Bootstrap icons are configured using CSS class. And important, bootstrap icons are defined in a file bootstrap icons.css. They are defined in this file bootstrap icons.css. So in order to use icons, in order to use icons in your project, in your page, in order to use icons in your page, you have to link the CSS file. You have to link the CSS file. So in order to use the icons in your page, you have to link the CSS file. Which CSS file? Bootstrap icons.css. Where it is present? It is present in node modules folder. Because whatever library you downloaded, everything is present in which folder? Node module. So what you have to do, observe here, in this node modules folder, expand that, you will find bootstrap icons. Expand that, in that you will find a subfolder font. In that font folder, you will find bootstrap icons.css. So this is the file you have to link to your page in order to use icons. In order to use the icons. So in which page we want to use? We want to use in our Flipkart footer page, right? This is the Flipkart footer page. This is our Flipkart footer page. In this HTML page, I want to use icons. If you want to use icons in that page, you have to link the CSS file. How do we link the CSS file? Observe carefully where your HTML file is present, in a folder called public. Where CSS file is present, node modules. So what you have to do is, you have to come out of this folder and go to node modules. That is the path actually. So generally, in you know already, suppose this is command prompt. In computer technologies, how to come out of current folder? To come out of current folder, we use cd dot dot. Dot dot is used to come out of the current folder in general computer technologies anywhere. So dot dot comes out of the current directory. So this mechanism we have to use. So we have to link style sheet. Already we learned how to link a shortcut icon. We used favorite icon, na? Right. So here we have to use link. I already told you link is used for linking shortcut icons and CSS. So link relation, if it is shortcut icon, we have to use favorite icon means shortcut space icon. We used already favorite icons, na? So this time we are not linking favorite icon, we are linking style sheet, CSS. Then we have to write relation as style sheet. Relation as style sheet. Compulsory, it should be a single word style sheet. And it is mandatory that you have to mention the relation. And after that, href. Href already we know that it is the path. Where it is present in a folder called node modules. But node modules is not available here. We have to use dot dot slash. Then node modules is available. Dot dot slash because currently we are in separate folder, public. From public folder we have to come out and go to node modules. And anywhere to come out of the current folder we have to use dot dot. And node modules, in node modules which one? Bootstrap icons. In bootstrap icons which folder? Font. In font which file? Bootstrap icons.css. This is the file you have to link. That means now we have to link the file in the head section. Link relation is equal to style sheet. Href is equal to dot dot slash node underscore modules slash bootstrap hyphen icons slash. In that bootstrap icons we have font. In that bootstrap icons dot css. This is the file you have to link. In the head section you have to keep it. First you have to install Bootstrap. You don't need to install Bootstrap every day. Once you install Bootstrap, it is permanent. And this is only for this project. Suppose you are creating another project. Again, you have to install for that project. These are installed locally for a project. They will work only for this project. If you create any another project, there you want to use Bootstrap, again you have to install. Currently we are using only Bootstrap icons, So it's linked. After linking, how to get an icon? In order to get an icon, so actually icons are defined with reference of class name. Icons are defined with reference of class name. Actually, we will have class names like bi hyphen some arrow, that is one icon. We have like bi like some house, like bi like we have some bell. Like this, icons names will be there, class names will be there. Now the question is, how do I know which icon, which class name? You have to search in that website, because if you are already working for icons from several days, you can remember some names and you can use them. Hundreds of icons will be there, impossible to remember those names. What you have to do is regularly used icons you can remember. Others you have to go to their official website. What is the official website? Just now I showed you Get Bootstrap. Now in Get Bootstrap you will find there is an icons category. You go to icons category. In that icons category, you can see the icons here. So many icons are there. These are all icons. Now, which icon you want, you select that icon. Suppose I want that award icon. When I select that icon, you can see for that icon, what is the class name? It will give that class name, BI space, two classes it is using, BI space BI award. Even you miss the spelling, you miss the space, you miss the hyphen, it will not work. Writing this will not work directly if you don't link the CSS file. You have to link the CSS file, then only these are available. These are available. Okay, so we have to know the names like this. We have to know the names like this. We will keep it aside. We will keep it open aside. Okay. Now let's go to our project. So here how to do. If I want one below another, then I can keep in a div. Div class is equal to, how to write? Every icon must have first BI. After that BI, some bell. Like this we can give. Or you can use in a span also. For a span, we can put a class. What is the class? Like BI. BI, some award like this. You can write like this. So you have to put in a container that either it may be div or it may be a span. Later you can put anywhere, headings, paragraphs, so many will come. As of now, we learned only div and span as containers. So we will use them as, right? Okay. Now icons are ready. Icons are ready. You can try first whether they are working or not. Just temporarily, I will put here a span. For a span, I am giving class. What is it? BI. Suppose BI, I used award, right? Award. And you can see when I run this, you can see that award symbol comes here. You see that award symbol is here now. That size depends on how much font size you give. How much font size you give, you get that symbol. So our project is ready to use icons. Now we will design our header. Our project is ready to use icons. We will design the headers. So how to get the icons? The process is this. Is it clear to everyone? Just you have to install Bootstrap icons. After that, in order to use the icons in any page, you have to use the link. Link relation is equal to style sheet. If you miss this, it will not work. Link href is equal to the path. Where is the path? Node modules, Bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icon.css. What is this // because our HTML file is present in separate folder, node modules is separate folder. So come out of the folder and access node modules. For that we have to use this one. Okay, ready? Now let's design the header. I am writing a header. Now see the website. Let's open the Bootstrap official website also again. These are icons. Yeah. Bootstrap, go to the themes. And in the themes, we are designing a theme like this. Yeah. Live preview. This is the theme we are going to design. In that, you see 3 columns are there. I hope you can tell now. How many divisions I have to create in header? 3. One division for banner, second division for menu, third division for icons. 3 divisions I have to create. Okay. Now in this, we need to keep a title. In the division, I need to keep a title. Then I will use a simple span. In the span, span is inline content. In the span, I will give as shopper. Just I am using the word shopper. Okay, that is there. Let's go to the second one. Here, we need the other options. We need these home, catalog, shop, pages, blog, docs, like that. So I will give here side by side. Na? We want all these side by side. So span, this is home. Another span, shop. Another span, that is catalog. Another span, that is blog. Another span, we have what else? Docs, pages. Another span, we have docs. These are the options they have. That is present in the middle. Okay. Now, right side here, we have these symbols, icons. I will use a span. Here I will give it as class. In that span, class BI search. That is actually search icon. Okay. Next, another span, class BI is equal to heart. That is another one is heart person actually. That is, this is person. Order your wish. That is person. Another span. So class BI heart. Okay. Next there is cart. So span class BI cart. There is a cart. 3-4 different styles are there. Now you can run this and see. You can run this and see, and you can see those options are here. Those options are here. You can see we have a shopper. We have home, catalog, pages and all. And we have icons also ready. But size, side by side placements, we need to keep them here. Usually, now as per yesterday's concept, what I will do, let's go to the style. This is style. In the style, I am writing for header. For header, background color as black. I will keep color as white. I will keep padding as 10. So padding is some space. Okay, then I will give font size as suppose 23, 24 pixels. And you can see font size is how much size of font, character size. And you can see now this is the footer here. Header, footer, both looks combined because there is no space between them. For header, I will give margin bottom. Margin bottom, some as of now 20 pixel I will give. There will be some space. Actually, between header and footer, section will come. We will have to keep the section between header and footer. That means actually you don't need to give margin bottom. Usually between header and footer, you will get a section. Generally what you can do for section, I will give height, section height. So minimum 400 pixel. Then you can see section height is increased like this. So we have a header and we have a footer. Now header is not still satisfied because we need to divide into columns. As yesterday we learned, we can divide into columns. Display as what? Grid. Grid template columns. How many columns? 3 columns. And how many fractions? 3 columns, and here the fractions. See how many division? 3 columns now. 3. That means, and see middle one large. Middle one large na. Left side short, right side short. So better I will give left 3 fractions. Right 3 fractions, in the middle 6 fractions. Is it okay? Right. So what is the option now? 3 fractions, 6 fractions and 3 fractions. So then you can see it divides like this. But usually they should adjust to right side, center, left side like that. That is the reason we have another technique. Another technique is if you are dividing any content and the content have to fit accordingly, so then means what you can do is instead of using display grid, you can just use the display flex. Display flex means it will keep side by side. Okay, side by side came, flex means side by side. But how many groups are there? 3 groups are there. 3 divisions are there. Na? One should be left, another should be center, another should be right. Then what you can do is, what is advantage of flex is, you can simply write justify content, space between. You can write space between. If you say justify content space between, it will adjust like this. This looks more better than previous. Why? Because previously we want 3 columns divisions. Here also we want 3 columns. But here the 3 columns should fit according to the window and 3 columns should fit the borders. One column should be right, another column should be left, another column should be center. In that case, the best option is if you want columns left only, all, then you use grid. If you want columns to adjust according to the size, one right, one left, one center like that, then what you have to do, better use flex. And if you use flex, justify content. That means whatever content is there, you can justify the content space between, adding space between. What justify content can do? If 4 are there, it will keep all the 4 adjusted to width. If 2 are there, it will fit one left, another one right. If 3 are there, then it will fit one left, one center, one right. That is better. We can use display flex. Later when you are learning CSS, more information you will get. When to use grid, when to use flex, this all information. So here flex is okay. Now one more thing we have to do. This size little bit large. And there must be some space between these. There must be some space between these also. Right side also some space. Then what you do? So here we can give in header. In header, so I will put a class. What is the class? Left, header left, header left. Here I will give another class. What is it? Header center. And here we will put a class. What is it? Header right. We have 3. Now we will write here. So we will define here. One is header left. Header left, I will give font size. Font size I will give, already there are 24, font size 28. Little larger size. And font weight as bold. Font size and font weight bold, it will keep in this way. For complete header, we will change the font. Yesterday I told you we can use font family. What is it? Arial. So it will change the complete font appearance like this. Now I want some space between these. Then what you can do? You can just use header center. Header center. Yesterday I told you tilde. In that we have what? Span. Every span should have some gap. That means we will use margin right. Margin right of after every span. Margin right I give 20 pixel. That means you can see some gap between them. Where is it? Header center. In header center, inside header center we have span. Now tilde is not suitable here. Why? Because the spans are not below the div. They are present inside the div. If they are present inside the div, then you have to just use a space. You have to just use a space. Then it will apply for all of them. If they are below, then you have to use tilde. They are inside, then you have to use space. That means now you can see some space is adjusted for them. I can give little bit more 25 pixel space. Okay, it will get some gap. Similarly, now these also, what is it? Another one, header right span. What is it? Margin right 25 pixel, and you can see some gap will come. Right, and this I will give 20 pixel. This will be little down. This will be okay, depending on your requirement. So because it is taking too much, so we will use 20. It will fit like this. Now that is how we have to design the header. In this, especially what we are doing, we are using icons. And the same thing we have designed, right? The color is different. Those circles inside it too, all these later. As of now, we have to just know the alignments, how we can keep the alignments. Yesterday we used a display grid, and today we use a display flex. So this is one simple header with the content. You can keep anything anywhere. Sometimes this shopper comes center, these will go left. Sometimes you can keep relative icons beside them also. For example, home. You see here, this home, here I will add one more span. In that class, BI, and BI I given as house. And you can see a symbol house will come. We can add icons into it. For every option, we can put an icon. For every option, we can put an icon. Depends on your requirement. If you want, you can change it. Suppose what I am doing now, this center panel, I am removing, or header left, I am removing from here, and I am keeping between this. Okay. Now you can see it changes the placement your wish. But we designed according to the previous. Okay. So I am keeping this towards the left and defining it. This is left, this is center and right. This is a simple option how we can create a header. So generally lot of headers will be there, very complex headers will be there. You will able to design in next levels. As of now, how to design a header, how to use div, how to use span, how to use icons, and how do we flexibly display them. Display flex, display grid. These are the options. So let's see another option now. This is okay. This is fine. Now here what we are doing, we are creating a header. I will copy this one. For your code example, I will copy this example. But still it is not done. We just finished header and we finished the footer. Now we will create navigation area, and we will see how do we design the navigation area. Navigation area, usually already this is the navigation area. Na? If this is the navigation area, it is good to keep all this in a nav. Understood? It is good to keep all these spans in a nav. Without that also they will work. But making it search engine friendly is important. That means now search engine can easily understand that these are navigation options. That means visually there will be no difference. Huh? Visually it will be same. But only the point here is, so you can make it search engine friendly. Search engine can easily understand that this is navigation. Now in some websites, navigation is present left side. Now let's design design such navigation? We can easily design. So now go to section part. This is the section part. This is section. In this section, I will write three things. One is nav. Another one I will create main. And another one I will create aside. You know already aside means advertisements. And section have three divisions now: navigation, main, and aside. So what I want is, I want these 3 in 3 columns. I want those 3 in 3 columns. Navigation should be left side, main should be center, and aside should be right. So what we will do now, let's go in the style. Already there is section. In the section, I have to divide display. Display what? Grid. Grid template columns. How many columns? 3. I will use 3 fractions, 6 fractions, another 3 fractions. 3 columns we are dividing. And observe carefully. Navigation will be in 1 column. Main will be in another second column. And this will be in third. You see here now, just for your understand, say here call 2, and here I will put as call 3. And you can see in three columns are
Recording in progress.
side navigation, we have some divs. See what I'm doing for them. I'm writing like this. This means the divs, what I will put black. Background color I will put black. Every div color I will put white.
Recording in progress.
100 pixels. Then little bit size adjust. I will give font size, I will give 22 pixels. You can see it will be like this. That is the navigation bar. And usually appearance your wish. You can define any way you want. Colors, fonts, everything you can define. We have a header and we have a navigation. Inside here, what we do generally in the main content. So I will write welcome, something like that. Later you will put images and all. We will learn how to put pictures and all. As of now, just I am keeping some text. Later we will put images and other contents there, right? So now inside main area, what we will do here, I will keep understood what I given for div in navigation. Background color, font size, space between every div, so margin bottom. Padding is space around the text. Width is 150. We can also give like this. We can also give border radius. Border radius 20 pixel. This makes the border curved. Border radius, that means it makes the border curved. Curved like borders we will display. Font size, anything you can configure like this. This is the border radius we are having. We can add lot of effects actually. Suppose you see now, I am writing one more option. Here I am writing nav. In the nav div, in the navigation div, here we will put a colon, hover. This indicates when mouse is over. Hover means when mouse pointer is over. When mouse pointer is over the div, we will put background color white and we will put color as black. We will reverse it and see what happens now. When I move the mouse onto it, it will display like this. We can define different color. Suppose for highlighting, background color I will put yellow and color I will keep as red. Something like this. Then you can see it will display like this. That means when mouse is over, it will change the color. It is just to tell that it is highlighting. That means currently cursor is there. For that, we have to use an option. What is it? Colon hover. That means it indicates on the div, when mouse is over, it will use these effects. Anywhere you can give. Suppose we have here span also given. That means at the top, where is it? So header right, header center span, right? Header center span, margins only we given. I can write like this. Suppose header center span colon, what is it? Hover. Hover, what I can do, background color, suppose I can keep white. Like this I can define. Just roughly I am doing this. Then when I move on that background color will be white. I can change the foreground color, right? That means you can keep background color different. So suppose background color is already black. Suppose same yellow. And color is what? Color is I given as red. And you can see it will display like this. That is just to make that indicate that it is highlighting. It's not mandatory. It's depend on your requirement how to do. So now we have a header, we have a footer, we have a section, we have a nav, we have main, we have a site. Several things came in this example, right? That means we are using navigation. We are using a header footer section. In the section, 3 panels are there. One is navigation panel, main, another one aside. Now, once you learn these icons, you can create so many things like this. Now, generally, in several websites, you will see social bars, which you can create now easily. Social bars, we can easily create them. Actually, you see websites like, suppose Inox Movies. This is some website. In this Inox Movies website, you can see right side, there is a bar like this, right? You can see there is a right side bar, that is social bar. We call it as social bar. That is a navigation bar. That is social navigation bar usually. Suppose we want to design like that. We want to design such social bar like that. It's very simple now. So, but making it available right side, keeping it available right side is very important. Keeping it available right side is very important. Let's try this now and see. Usually, how do we design a social bar? Let's go in the section area. You can see we have the section area. This is the section area. This is the section area. In the section area, we have nav, we have main, and we have aside. In aside, we will try to put right side, we will try to put some social bar. Actually, there is a separate technique for social bar. I will tell you. Separate technique means let's do that. Then you can keep here. I will copy this entire example. I will paste this. This is so the example. This is the example with all what we designed up to now. Okay, na? That means including header, footer, section, and everything. I am giving this into the classroom. Let's create a separate page now. Just to make you understand about the social bar, let's create some Inox movies.html. Okay. Let's create a HTML page. Okay. Here I defined some Inox movies. Okay. Here I want to use icons. Then you know what to do. We have to link. Link relation is equal to style sheet. Href is equal to node modules, bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icons dot css. And in the body section directly, I am creating a nav. In this nav, I am creating one div. This div will have a class called bi Facebook. Bi Facebook. In the next div, I will put a class bi Twitter. Twitter, right? And another div. So bi LinkedIn. LinkedIn. We have a LinkedIn social also. And we have another. So yeah. Class bi Instagram. We have Instagram. So another we have class bi and bi YouTube. We have YouTube. And you can see this when I run this, you can see it looks like this. These are all the icons we have. Now what you have to do in that, so just I will give style. We have to write a style. What is the style? So in the navigation, wherever divs are present, font size we will keep as 30 pixels. Color we will keep as some blue. It's not blue actually. Okay, roughly I will give as some blue violet something. And you can see it will look like this. We want some space between them. Then what we will give margin bottom. We have to add margin bottom. Margin bottom, some 20 pixels. Little space will come. But I don't want here. I want right side corner. Right? So this I will give 10 pixel is enough. Fine. I want right side corner. If I want right side corner, then you have to use like this. Simply, you have to write nav, navigation, position you have to keep fixed. For navigation, you have to set position. For navigation, position you have to give fixed. Fixed where right side 0 pixel, bottom where? Bottom also 0 pixel. Right side, bottom 0 pixel. Then you see it comes here. Understood? It comes here. Right side little bit I want to adjust. Right side 20 pixel, bottom 20 pixel, little bit adjusted now. That looks better. Right now, what is specialty about this is I kept it as fixed now. Position as fixed, and right side 0, bottom 0, or some 10 or 20 pixels you kept. And see what happens now. Suppose I have lot of paragraphs information. Let's copy and paste some paragraphs information. Means in the body section. In the body section, suppose lot of paragraphs information is there. Let's copy and paste. Like this, lot of paragraphs information is present. Lot of paragraphs information is present here. Now, what happens is, you see, if this bar is right side, and if you want blocked, then what you do? You can put the navigation bar, width is 20 pixel, and background color we will put as white, and you can see it will be like this. Padding also I will give as 10 pixel, some little space will come. You observe carefully now, when I am scrolling, that will be there only, right? It is fixed. The social bar is fixed and you can scroll your content up and down. That's what generally you see in websites. So we just designed a simple social bar. And what we have to do, position as fixed. At which position? Right 20, bottom 20. You can give top, left, right, bottom, anywhere you want. So, and width, background color and padding. And these are icons actually. And we are using these icons because side by side we will use span. One below another we are using div. So this is a simple example of designing a social bar, right? So you have to try this. So what you have seen, header and a navigation and how to design the social bars. Now you have a lot of content inside, headings, paragraphs, other options to come that we will see in next session. Okay, na? We will initially go slow because you have to practice. You may feel it is easy, but it is not easy, right? So once we start slow, once you catch my speed, then lot of topics we will discuss. Every day we have to spend more, right? Because in the beginning itself, I will not speed up the things. Slowly we will learn point by point. You have to practice. Okay, na? This is enough for today. You have to practice all this, na? Right? Once you get awareness on all the practical things, then we can speed up. You can do more things, right? Now, initially this speed is enough, na? Right? You want more speed, huh? No, right? This is enough, right? We will get into more speed later, right? But you have to practice. You remember, you cannot catch the class concepts if you don't practice day by day, because from next level onwards, every day more topics will come. So you need to practice. Huh? You do today these two designs, one social bar, another one header, another navigation. If you design these three, tomorrow we will take one more website example, try to design it. Understood? Huh? Then you will get more other options inside. Tomorrow we will continue. Okay? Right. Classroom code we will upload there only until all peoples are verified. Classroom code you continue the previous. Okay? In 1-2 days we will create a new classroom code and share with you. Till that moment I created a demo classroom code. You continue there only. Notes, everything I will upload there. Okay? Right.
वीडियो एडिट करना नोट्स देख के फॉलो